Hello everybody, this is another unboxing video. We're doing a really cool one today. We just got this delivered today. It's a game called Infinity Code 1 Operation Kaldstrom. It's the new starter kit for Infinity. Infinity is a fantastic miniatures combat game. It's skirmish based. It's all about controlling fire lanes and making sure that you look after the members of your small fighting force. Unlike other war games, which are all about big scale explosions and things like this, is very stealthy. It's a really cool game. It's been running through the N3 rules for some time now, but now they're actually going to be doing N4. I don't know if they're calling it M4, but Code 1 is a simplified version of the rules that helps people get into the game, because the rules are, while simple, they can be very, very deep and very complex. So this will be great for pick up and play games, which is really awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna just get stuck right in. This new starter kit is in store now, so please feel free to come and get a copy. So we'll just switch to here. You can see this the Kaldstrom box. Fantastic. Let's get this open, eh? The magical knife, as per usual. Operation Kaldstrom. Now, there's some really cool stuff in here. If it's anything like the original boxes that they used to release, like the Operation Red Veil and things like that, this will have some great components in it. There we go. So this is the whole lot. Let's see if we can get slightly closer here and maybe down a bit. New camera stand. It's very, very, very tricky. We can move that a little bit and see how we go. Okay, so an ad for Aristea. We will be doing Aristea content soon, because we've got the miniatures painted up by Milky, which is fantastic. So the miniatures, as you probably noticed, are all metal. Corvus Belli do some really amazing work on their models. This is a bit hard to get a focus on because it's so reflective and shiny, but the Corvus Belli models are cast in metal, very traditional way of doing things. It is a different process. It does require a different sort of level of engagement when you're actually making the model, but you know, we've been doing this for many, many years. Those of us who have been in the hobby since the beginning, we've done our hard yards with the metal, and it is an amazing surface to paint on. So so that's pretty cool. Other than that, check this out. So there are new bases. You can see on the side of the base there's like little hook things to show you what the facing of the model is, because there's one at the back. It's never going to focus on this a little bit, but there's one little nib on the back, and there's two sort of like triangular nibs on the side to show what the front facing is and the back facing is, and which direction is aiming forward. Because as you probably know, if you're an Infinity player, the game is based around the direction that your models are facing, as well as where they're placed. So they can't all see in 360 degrees. Unless you're playing my army, the Headlong, because I made it so that most of my guys can see 360 degrees. It costs them extra points, so there's less of them. But yes, this is pretty cool. Included as well, we've got 3 Pan-Oceania dice. You can see the Pano symbol on that, in place of the 20, I'm assuming. Nope, in place of the 1. There's a 20 on the back there. There's a 1 there. And there's the Yu Ching dice. So the Yu Ching dice are orange. The Pano dice are blue. Those are the 2 armies that you get in the box. So that's pretty neat. I've got. I actually bought one of the dice kits for my Kaldstrom, so I've got Kaldstrom branded dice, which look really cool. But yeah, there's also a special extra miniature in here. Now I won't be able to show you in the metal because of the way the metal reflects the bright lights that I require to look pretty on camera. But if you have a look here, you can see that this box set comes with an exclusive model. What does it say? Kunai S Mercenary Ninja. So that's pretty neat. If it's a mercenary, it could probably work with both the Pano and the Yu Ching. So look, as far as I can tell, now this is don't quote me on this because it is a new set that I haven't had a chance to read through. But in the original box sets, you would get 150, roughly 150 points worth of models for each side that you got in the box set. And generally the game is played at 300 points. So they would have these expansion packs for each of them called Beyond Red Veil or Beyond Ice Storm or whatever the set was. So I'm pretty sure there's an Operation Kaldstrom, Beyond Operation Kaldstrom that's going to be available as well, which will bring these two armies here that you get in the box up to 300 points each. So let's have a quick flick through the book here, see if this works all right. Low reflection, high reflection. So the set is based in the Kaldstrom colonial town on the planet of Svalorima. You can see that there on the logo. Svalorima. I don't know. I'm sure we'll get good at butchering that many times. Yeah, so it appears to be a Pano-owned thing, and the Yuqing, the White Banner Army of the Yuqing are obviously there to cause some trouble. Some pictures of the models as they would be when they're painted up, which is really cool. Pano have a really cool, like, knightly aesthetic, where they're all decked out in cool suits of armor, in cool poses, with cool swords. Look at that. That is a really cool model. So yeah, I can't wait to see these guys put together and painted up. That'll be fantastic. Then the Yuqing, very, very Asiatic look. You can see that there. One of the original box sets that I got has some Yuqing in it, so you can actually come into the shop and check it out. So that's something that's really cool. Given that the weather has changed here in town in Nara, where are you looking at here, the cool outfits that are set for winter wear. These guys coming out of the wilderness and attacking the town, really neat. Really neat. So it sort of goes to show a little bit about how the game comes together. In the world of Infinity is not in a world that is constantly torn apart by eternal warfare. It's actually more war could break out, but let's not do that yet. So it's all like small infiltration missions and things like that, and so that's why you never really go above 300 points on the table. It's played on a 4x4 table, and as you guys have probably seen if you've been into the shop before, we've got an amazing bunch of scenery that Jason Cook made for us to make some terrain to play some Infinity. However, in this particular box set, again, those reflections are nasty. We'll have to figure out a way of fixing that. The box set actually comes with some scenery as well. Now this is a huge improvement over the original terrain that you used to get in the Infinity box sets. This is really neat. Well, oh, it's actually like a little book. Okay, never mind. So in the original Infinity box sets, they gave you terrain to play over, which was just a bunch of like cardboard boxes, like little cubes that had cool stuff printed on the outside. But this stuff is now made on much thicker cardstock. Like this is actually super exciting. I'm really excited for this. Comes with a map. The map lays out. This is much like the original as well. Lay the map out, and you can see that's got a cool sci-fi aesthetic. Again, because it's set only a couple of 100 years into the future, as opposed to the grim darkness or whatever, the look and feel feels like it is, only a couple of 100 years from now. Very, very clean, very bright aesthetic, which is really cool. But yeah, let's punch some of this out and see how we go. There should be some. Look over here. There's like stairs, there's like tokens. The tokens are super handy because it is a very token heavy game because your characters are always in a different position or state and I'm paying attention to different stuff. But did I find any on here? No. Right, so these guys here, you can punch this out. Yeah, so like, see how thick that is? That is solid. So that's going to hold the weight of miniatures once it's put together. But if we punch this out through here, and maybe get a second one. We can slot that in there. There you go. Can you see what I'm doing here? Just slotting it in. Beautiful. And it stands up. That is absolutely perfect. Wouldn't want it any other way. And the buildings themselves, I mean, like you can see in the instructions over here, slide this over, the instructions over here, very, very easy to put together. They just hook onto each other. There's no folds you have to be conscious of. They're also, it says the buildings are double-sided, so they can be built in a bunch of different ways. So let's see. Yeah, wow. So you've actually got different, like the external wall artwork there is completely different on both sides. So you can make two different armies. That's really neat. Two different things. It's awesome. And I think you can see here, once it's built, some of the buildings stack on top of other buildings in order to create multi-story buildings. That's mad. That is awesome. And check this out. This was something that we actually had a bit of a laugh when we first started playing the game. Was that we had come from a 40k background, and in 40k you used to have templates, and 40k changed their aesthetic, so there was less sort of reliance on templates, although they got rid of them entirely for the most part. But there's there you go. For those of us who get a little bit of withdrawals, we've now got flamer templates. That is mad. You've got some measury bits here. Very high quality cardboard components here. These are not as great as your own terrain, because one of the great things about Infinity is the terrain that you get can be designed to really fit into a certain sort of aesthetic, which is sort of lacking somewhat in modern war games. But we've got 8-inch rulers here, as well as the centimeters on the other side, just in case you're a European. Yeah, look, it's such a cool set. Like, it looks like it's very easy to get the terrain set up so that you can play. And we've got these things here. Look at that. There you go. Ads for everyone's favorite arena combat game, Aristea. Yes, awesome. Join the best to reach victory. That's cool. I like it. Yeah, look, so that's the Operation Kaldstrom box. This is really, really cool. Code 1 is a simplified version of Infinity. It's definitely a way to get stuck into Infinity and get involved. Everything that has been released for Infinity so far should be supported in the new set. So when all the new rules come out and the new sort of push goes forward, everything you've already got should, by all rights, be valid and functional in the game. So anything we've got here at the store, you're welcome to come down and check it out. We've got some cool stuff that you can grab already, as well as these Operation Kaldstrom boxes, which will boost your Pan-Oceania or U-Ching forces, or get you started in the right way. Yeah, so very neat. That, guys, is Code 1 Operation Kaldstrom for Infinity. This is sick, guys. Come to the store and check it out, and we'll show you some more stuff that we got. Thanks for watching.